Welcome to Featherstone. We are at Post Office Road this afternoon under grey and pretty miserable skies as we bring more live and uninterrupted International Rugby League to our League viewers. In 12 months' time, it's all about this. The 3 World Cup trophies, a delay of course that no one wanted, but one that at least allows the head coaches from the participating nations to have another look at some of the key players who will be hoping to play in 12 months' time. It's Jamaica against Scotland this afternoon, and the whole of the match comes live after we hear next from the 2 head coaches. Jermaine, good to see you again. How has the past week been since the defeat at the England Knights?
Yeah, it's been good actually. I think the defeat, although no one ever wants to get beat, it's probably been a good thing for us. It probably gave us the wake-up call that we needed to see where we're at and how much work we have to do. So the week off the back of that has been fantastic, and I couldn't ask anything more. We always want players to bounce back and show what they've got, and this week has given us an opportunity to do that, hopefully.
And what were the main things you have worked on since then over the past 7 days?
I think probably just similar to Nath was saying, just a little bit of rustiness really with the boys, just that ability to hold shape and recognise the sort of different structures that we're playing. Obviously England team were fantastic in how they performed. They were very fast and very physical and very strong, and I think we really struggled to cope with that, and we didn't give ourselves an opportunity to, quite a lot of defensive work off the back of the result that we had, and obviously a little bit of structure work to try and iron out some of the areas that we thought we was weak in as well.
And what about this game here today? We don't really know what to expect from Scotland because it's been so long since we've seen them play. Yeah,
again, similar to what Nath has just said, I think it'll be a very competitive game. Both teams have a similar makeup in terms of where our players come from a bit from Super League, some from Championship, some from League One. So I think it'll probably be a more even contest, and I think both teams will be looking to put a marker down going into the World Cup as one of those teams that want to qualify.
You made a few changes today. What in particular do you want to see from your team?
Yeah, I guess similar to what we just said, probably a little bit more control in the ruck, a little bit better shape and structure in our attack. Obviously we're missing some key players. We was hoping to have sort of Jordan playing today and Lloyd White, but obviously both of them missed out due to various circumstances, so that that changes things and changes the dynamics of how we want to play and what we want to do. But from us, we just want to see a performance. We want to see the attitude back. We want to see the sort of passion back that we've had in previous fixtures that we felt we let ourselves down on last week.
Have a good one today. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, buddy. Sorry for the wait.
No.
Nathan, great to see you. Great to see the Scotland players. Great to see the Scotland colours. This has been a long time coming.
Yeah, it's been a while. Obviously, 2019 World Cup qualifiers were the last time that we had some competitive games. So it's good to be back. It's good to see all the guys, and we've been having sessions for probably the last month now, and it's all come together nicely, and now we're here on game day, so we're really looking forward to it.
What's the past week been like? And I don't know if you got a chance to see Jamaica last week either.
Yeah, I watched the game last week. Obviously, it was a tough gig against a really competitive young England team. I've noticed they've made some changes to the team, whether that's forced changes or tactical changes, not sure. But yeah, this week it's been really good for us. We've had a good camp and everyone's gelled together, and our last 2 sessions, ball in hand, have been really good. So I'm looking forward to how we go on today. Yeah.
And we've got the World Cup trophies on show just behind the stand here today, which kind of reminds us, doesn't it, what we're all here for, what we're all playing for, albeit 12 months later than we might have hoped.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd be slap bang in the middle of the World Cup now if it was going ahead. So that's one of the reasons why we felt we needed to get a game on. So we can't go 3 years without a competitive game. So it's really come in handy for us as this, and it's going to give us a good benchmark to see how the players are going on, and who's available to step up to that level and who isn't, and we can start to piece together a squad for next year.
And a final word, just quickly on the game today. What kind of game do you think it will be for the viewers on our league?
Yeah, I think it'll be a real good competitive game. The Jamaica team have got some big units in there front row. Looking at Michael Lawrence and Ross Peltier, I'm expecting some big impact off those guys. Similar to us, really. I think we want to play the game really aggressively and try and sort of put Jamaica under pressure and see how they deal with it.
Good luck today.
Nice one, thanks mate.
And as we approach kick-off, we can get a quick word with one of the Jamaica squad, Abivia McDonald. Great to see you, mate, first of all. And what's it been like being in and around the Jamaica squad for the last couple of weeks?
It's been a wonderful experience for me. It's been great. and it's also been a learning curve for me as well, coming from the islands into the UK. It's also been a chilling week, a chilling weekend. Yeah. As you know, the weather is getting colder, it's coming to winter, but yeah, with the boys it's a fantastic feeling, it's a fantastic mood, and I love it, and I love the passion that the guys bring, so I just keep bringing that.
And we've seen at the top of the show, just out the back of the stand here, we've got the 3 World Cup trophies, and that's the big carrot, isn't it? Albeit in 12 months' time now, not now as you were hoping it might be.
Yeah. I mean, that's the big goal right now, working towards the World Cup. And to be honest with you, the boys are very passionate about the big step, coming from a small island, reaching to this level. So we're working very hard to be in that World Cup and to represent our country well.
And there is a lot of hard work, and we saw that how much work needs to be done. The result against the England Knights, I think, showed Jermaine, your coach, and all you players that you've got to use this next 12 months quite well.
Yeah, we have to use this month. I mean, it is very crucial for us because, as Jermaine said, the coach, we have a lot of players coming from League One and we're playing against full professionals, so we have to either get up to level with them, and it's not a question. We just have to reach to that standard.
But how do you do that? I mean, it's so difficult for a squad like Jamaica.
Well, it's all about the teamwork and the management and the coach. We trust our coach, we trust the management, we trust the work we're going to put in, and it's all about the chemistry. Once the boys are willing to put in the work, we're willing to display a wonderful performance.
An International Rugby League doesn't present many opportunities to get out and put the shirt on and do it in front of a crowd. Today is one of those, so how special will this be here under the grey clouds of Featherstone today?
Listen, putting on Jamaica colours has always been a wonderful feeling, not only for myself but for the boys, because everybody's back in Jamaica is asking one question: will I be in their position? Can I get to that level? So we are here putting on Jamaican colours. We're not representing us and the coach and people in the UK, but we're representing the island, the whole Caribbean. So it's a wonderful feeling putting on that Reggae Warriors shirt.
Well, it's been great to see you. I hope you enjoy the game today. Good luck.
Yes, thank you very much, and you good luck as well. Thanks.
And this is the picture live. Bright sunshine now for the first time today at Post Office Road. A very good afternoon from George Riley. Welcome to our coverage on our league. International Rugby League arrives in Featherstone this afternoon, and it's our second look at Jamaica after being at Castleford for the Knights game, the England Knights defeat as it was on a bitterly cold night last Friday night. Tonight, or this afternoon I should say, Jamaica go again against Scotland, the Bravehearts. First international appearance since 2019. And we've got some good colours, unmistakable Jamaican colours in the stands here today, and quite a few different shirts. I can see some old retro Leeds Rhino shirts as well, and a few Scotland flags beneath us, high up on the gantry today. Let's confirm the team lineups then today. A couple of changes, first of all, by the Reggae Warriors of Jamaica, who have a different halfback combination today. Ben Jones-Bishop moves from wing to fullback. Mo Agoro comes into the 13, therefore, alongside Joe Brown, Jacob Ogden and Greg Johnson. The halves this week, James Woodburn-Hall and Isaac Farrell. Last Friday night, Jordan Turner and Jaiman Coleman were 6 and 7. Coleman, as you can see, takes a different place in the side, and there's no Jordan Turner at all. Up front, familiar, the battering rams of Ross Peltier and Michael Lawrence either side of Coleman, and then the 13 completed by Keenan Tomlinson, Joel Farrell and Ash Golding, who reverts to 13. The bench, Jordan Andrade, Danny Bravo, John Magrin and Alex Brown. Scotland's line up like this. Really looking forward to seeing how they go today. They've knitted well over the last few days in training. Their head coach was telling me beforehand. So Alex Walker, who knows a thing or two about playing rugby league at this ground, is the fullback. He'll be wearing 6 though, with Will Oakes, David Dixon, Keenan Buchanan and Lachlan Walmsley, 2 debutants. Danny Addy, I beg your pardon, and Ryan Briley, the fullbacks. And then it's Teenby, Hood and Luckley, Helliwell, Kavanagh and Bell off the bench. The captain, Dale Ferguson, Rob Oakley, Kieran Moran and Charlie Emsley, another debutant for Scotland under-19 and student international. As we welcome Scotland, led out by their skipper. There he is, Dale Ferguson, with Danny Addy. It's a real experience in this Braveheart side. And then Jamaica let out from their headquarters on this near touchline. And Ash Golding will line up and get ready to go. Danny Thomas, once again, will be watching this with us, part of the Reggae Warriors squad. Quick hello to you. We'll have a good chat in due course, but how are you and how's your week been, first of all?
Yeah, it's really good, George. The lads have prepared really well, doubling up with 2 sessions a day, so yeah, it's all good.
Double sessions being worked like Marcelo Bielsa's Leeds United. Double sessions. We're looking forward to this. Should be a good contest. The Knights ran riot at Castleford last Friday night. Jamaica battered and bruised from that. And the Bravehearts, well, let's be honest, who knows? It's been so long since we've seen them. The 2 squads line up in front of us on this near touchline. And we will observe a minute's silence before the match for the Featherstone fan Roy Barker, who so tragically lost his life a couple of weeks ago in Toulouse. Impeccably observed. Minute silence. As the players then demonstrate their support for the RFL's Tackle It campaign against all forms of discrimination, including racism. And now the anthems. Spine tingling from the Bravehearts. How good does it feel to have international rugby league back? Might not be the World Cup, but we can wait 12 months, can't we? The build-up continues. Jamaica versus Scotland at Post Office Road in bright sunshine. Danny Thomas, we were shivering in pre-match and the sun's come out for us.
Yeah, it's a bit different from last time out, last week, and we're a bit nippy.
It was, wasn't it? I had to cycle home from that last Friday. Had icicles on my fingers. But this is a great place to take in your rugby league. On the slope, down the hill at Post Office Road, Featherstone, and it will be Scotland playing down the hill first of all. And it'll be Lachlan Walmsley, one of 5 first-timers in this Scotland side, who will get us underway. Swings the right boot off the kicking tee, and it'll be Jamaica to have the first carry up the hill with Michael Lawrence. They made a few changes today, just shifted the side around a little bit. You can see Ash Golding wearing 13 today. New look halfback combination as well. And the first big contact of the afternoon. Felt that one from Ben Helliwell. As Lawrence gets involved and it pops up and there's another one. And the crowd enjoyed that from the hooker Liam Hood. And Scotland have the ball early. Jamaica have coughed up possession. And immediately a great opportunity right at the start of this game for Nathan Graham's side. The tackle count reset as Bell sweeps it to Addy, and Scotland already joining the line in number with Dixon still going off this near touchline. Ball and all from Golding. Danny Addy, the dummy half, wearing 1 but playing at 6 this afternoon. Working it wide again through the hands of James Bell. Look out for him. This is good from Scotland early on. Buchanan can't quite get clear. Back they come, and Briley, vice-captain now in this Scotland squad. He gets a late hit and stays down. Addy, Scotland play on. The referee has seen it. Might blow the whistle and come back, and he does. Briley has stayed down in his hurt. A breathless start to this international fixture, Danny Thomas.
Yeah, looking like Scotland want to throw the ball about this afternoon, but Jamaica defended that pretty well, if I'm honest.
A few changes that I alluded to. We've not had a chance to dissect those team sheets. Just take us into the changes made by Jamaica first of all, and the reasons behind those.
Yeah, Jordan Taylor weren't available, so I think Ben Jones-Bishop looked well last week when he got put to full-back. So
he did, didn't he? Yeah.
We've kept him there and put James Woodburn Green into the arse, which he's comfortable playing there.
Yeah, it was James Woodburn Hall who started full-back, then he went off injured, didn't he? So Ben Jones-Bishop, one of the try scorers, dropped back, and Jordan Turner, whose testimonial it was last Friday, unavailable today. Other than that, in the pack, it's pretty much as you were. But all the early pressure coming from the Bravehearts. Live on our league, here comes Scotland, 2.5 minutes in, and attacking the line with Ben Kavanagh wearing 11. Liam Hood and all his experience, waiting, wearing 9 from dummy half. Glancing to his left, referee is saying go back, on the mark and play it again. He'll come, yes, he goes to the left-hand side, and Briley through the line. Can't quite get there. Such an elusive runner, Briley. And then from dummy half, Jamaica got caught cold twice by the Knights from dummy half last week. This time they shut the door. Briley looks like he's recovered. Bell, flat ball in. And towards the line they go, with Sam Luckley wearing 15 this afternoon. Hood back to Bell, those two seeing a lot of the ball, and there's Briley again. Little stutter step and a change of direction from Briley, who'll be playing at Salford next year. Loose one though, uncharacteristic from Briley, and the Reggae Warriors have possession back, and they've defended, Danny. They've done everything they've been asked of so far.
Yeah, I think we've held us on in defence there. We've looked very comfortable.
Good start as the whiff of steak and ale pies. Bit of Bovril and smell coming up the stairs behind us.
And Maureen from Chapeltown's come down, Caribbean food, so she's serving food after the game.
Oh, lovely.
So if anyone knows about Maureen and how nice that food is, so yeah, food after the game with Maureen.
Yes, lovely. culinary odours sweeping their way up, and now Jamaica for the first time get a chance to show us what they can do. Joe Brown over on the far side in bright sunshine, last tackle. And back they come, and they will get the kick away this time, and it's a good one. It's over the head, it's going to bounce 1-2, it's going to go too far, I think. Yes, it is. Over the head in the end of Will Oakes. And Scotland happy to allow that one to run dead in the end. Decently supported this, just glancing round. One of my favourite vantage points to watch a game from this gantry at Featherstone. Perfect position, you're floating in the air above halfway. Both coaches, both managers, Danny said before the game they're expecting quite an even, well-balanced contest there. Is that how you would read it?
Yeah, if you look at the names down both team sheets, I think we're very evenly matched this week.
Thank you, by the way, for the warm coffee.
You're welcome.
Didn't even have to text you this week to ask you. Well trained, just 2 matches into your commentary career.
Yeah, certainly.
Scotland have it, but they're inside their own 40. Bell. Saw a lot of him on our league, James Bell. Really like the look of him at 13 over the course of the season. Scotland breach halfway. Enjoying more territory than Jamaica early on, and it's Bell again having a little run, and then Danny Addy looks for the angled runner and then sweeps it wide to this near side underneath the commentary position as Will Oakes steps in, goes backwards. So great defensive line this from Jamaica as Sam Luckley goes lateral. What's the referee seen? He's seen a penalty to Jamaica for running behind the man. So an opportunity here for Jamaica to pick up their first good field position of what's been a pretty decent first 6 minutes or so.
Yeah, defensive-wise, we've coped with everything Scotland's thrown at us. So it'll be nice now just to spend a bit of time in the Scotland half.
You've got at least one player with no number on his back. What's going on there?
That's Jamal Coleman. I'm not sure why he's got no number.
He's burst out of the number 9 he was given before the match.
Maybe.
Referee bringing the line back and says, I'm not quite ready. So let's go again. Coleman played at 7 last week, and he's in a different role today. Ross Peltier in exactly the same role. The big man up the front, probably the biggest man on the pitch today. Here's another one, Lawrence. Got Golding on his left shoulder, he goes behind him. This is good from Jamaica. Good solid contact in defence though, but another penalty. Back-to-back penalties given away by Scotland. That won't please their coach, Nathan Graham. More pressure incoming.
Yeah, like I say, it's just nice to spend a bit of time in the Scotland half and ask them to defend, see if they can go to back-to-back defending.
I don't know what you've been working on this week down in training, but what an opportunity this is to set up a set play. He took the little tap himself, did Lawrence on the first carry, and then it's into the hands of Golding. He's wrapped up by 3 navy blue Braveheart shirts, and then Jamaica go to, oh, great speed in the defensive line this from Scotland. That's 3 tackles in already.
Great energy and line speed there.
Yeah, fantastic. That will please him. Lawrence again. Reverse ball to Golding, who's met, and that's 4 in, and they've gone nowhere. Terrific defensive set this from Scotland. 2 to go. Peltier, the big man, behind him. It's Lawrence again with the short ball. They're almost there. They're millimetres short on the last tackle, the Reggae Warriors. Golding's hanging back at second receiver here, but they're going to run it skinny side. Oh, he's wiped the tackle count clean, and Jamaica are over. First try of the game. And it's the Reggae Warriors who pounds first on back-to-back penalties. And it's Jamaica leads by 4 points to 0 with a kick to come.
Yeah, great stuff there by Jamaica. We just spent a bit of time in the Scotland half, and Jamal took his opportunity. Just Mark, I think, went the wrong way, and he scored. Nice try.
Well, we saw a couple of those at Castleford last Friday night. Little dives over from dummy half. They went against Jamaica. Coleman may have learnt a thing or two after last week. Said, I might have a go at that.
Yeah, well, in week in training, we've done a lot of ruck stuff. That's where we fell short last week, and we've done loads of stuff around the ruck. But Scotland's fell short themselves around the ruck.
Yeah, back-to-back penalties. And then Jamal Coleman taking his chance to burrow over and give his side a 4-0 lead. Isaac Farrell with an opportunity to make that a 6, and Scotland having started so well off those back-to-back penalties. We've seen it, and we continue to see it at every level of rugby league. Penalty, penalty. Normally that's try, isn't it?
Yeah, that's correct. Sometimes I don't know if it's a mentality thing or just a bit of fatigue kicking in.
It's a narrow kicking angle, this. Not the most difficult, but he's only taking it back 15 and then just arrows it through the sticks. And behind for a 6-0 Jamaica lead. A reminder, they were hammered ultimately by England's second string. It was a very slick, energetic England Knights performance led by Paul Anderson at Castleford last Friday night. 56-4, but a perfect start here as we have another look at that 4-pointer, and Scotland get us back underway. 6 points to 0. Here's the Jamaica League. Live on our league, wherever you're watching around the world. Hope you're enjoying more raw rugby league as Scotland give away another penalty. Went for the reef in the tackle. Referee's not having it.
I'm not sure Scotland's coach can be right happy with that. I think he'd probably just be happy if he just defended the set out.
Yes, very much a need to go back to the basics and ensure it doesn't get any worse after you concede, and Scotland have done the opposite and invited a lot more pressure on them. Great feel around the stadiums, the music now starts to drift up into the main stand, adjacent to the action, I beg your pardon, on the pitch as Peltier goes on his own up the middle. Referee yelling at the Scotland line to get back the requisite 10, with Golding looking to take advantage of a few cracks early on in this Braveheart side. A reminder, Scotland's first international since 2019 and they're behind. And here comes Jamaica again, that's loose. Can Scotland pounce on the loose ball? No, they can't. Was there a hand on it or is it play on? Jamaica want a clean tackle count. I don't think they're going to get it here. They carry on, and Golding was again wanting it, but Lawrence instead takes it up the middle. It is the last. The tackle count has continued. So it'll be boot to ball from Woodburn Hall. That's an easy take from Scotland in their in-goal area. And a chance to steady the ship.
Yeah, comfortable catch there by, is it Lachlan Walmsley?
Lachlan Walmsley, one of the debutants. Look out for him if he gets near the line. An explosive finisher.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about him. And where's he working to?
He's up in Cumbria, Whitehaven. And another penalty, this time against Jamaica. You saw the reaction from Ashton Golding, absolutely furious, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's not very happy. He's been asked to play a different role today, but I'm no doubt he'll do it with loads of energy and enthusiasm like everything he does.
Is it a role he likes or not?
I think Ashton just likes playing rugby league, so I don't think he'll be bothered.
He's one of those who's had a very long, illustrious career. He's gone about it quite quietly, hasn't he? Since he came through at the Rhinos and then decided his future was elsewhere.
Yeah, and he's still only relatively young.
Yeah, he is, yeah. So an opportunity for Scotland to hit back. As they attack down this near side. Trailing 6-0. And the setting up a good field position here as well. Right in the middle of the pitch with options left and right. Hood to Bell. Great defensive contact, but the referee not happy with that one.
Were we still happy today? Is this referee? for both teams.
No comment.
Both teams.
So more pressure incoming for Jamaica. What will they set up here? Stoppage in play. And already this is Danny, a heck of a lot better from what we saw. Albeit, when I say that, Jamaica, I remember, started pretty well, didn't they, last week?
Yeah, probably about opening 6 or 7 minutes, we were looking like we were going to score against the Knights, and then they scored the runaway try, and after that, it didn't go very well.
But both sides giving away far too many penalties early on. We saw Jamaica take advantage of back-to-back penalties to go over. Oh, they turned the ball over here, they have. I was just about to say back-to-back, but here goes BJB. Look at the toes from Ben Jones-Bishop. Has he got it? Has he got the legs? Yes, he has! How about that? Defending their line of back-to-back penalties. They turn the ball over, and Ben Jones-Bishop makes it tries in consecutive internationals, and Jamaica hit double figures. 10-0 they lead.
And I was just speaking about runaway tries, and with Jamaica just got one of them themselves. He's quick, he's still got the pace as Ben, and he's knocking on a bit now, but yeah, he just proved he can go 70, 80 metres.
It was one of those, at the front of his career, you were calling a try as soon as he got it. I wasn't sure, you know. Yeah. I wasn't sure. I was holding off then, and he proved me wrong. He found an extra gear. What a start. I was just about to say, back-to-back penalties normally means a try. And as I was saying it, Jamaica go, turn the ball over and score. Lightning pace from Ben Jones-Bishop.
Yeah, this week in the sessions we've been doing a lot of ruck stuff and a lot of defensive stuff, so I think it's showing so far.
Opportunity to make it a perfect start for the Reggae Warriors. 1 from 1 from Isaac Farrell. This one, the other side, a few metres wider too, and he's missed that, he's pulled that. Didn't look the cleanest of connections, but nevertheless, 10 points to 0 in the Featherstone sunshine. Terrific start for Jermaine Coleman's side. And the onus now, Danny, on Scotland to steady their ship and find a response.
Yeah, the coach will be asking them just to get themselves back in the game and complete some sets and spend a bit of time in the Jamaican half.
They go long this time. There was a moment's hesitancy and then a swift call, and Farrell took it on the full, and up the hill comes Michael Lawrence. But how about that hunger in defence from Ben Helliwell and Sam Lockley?
That's better defence by Scotland, that.
No mean feat to take Michael Lawrence back 5-6 metres.
Certainly not.
But you could just see in the body language what those two early scores have done as Mo Agora goes through and wins his side another penalty, and that was for back chat. Dissent from Scotland inside the first 18 minutes. What are they doing? Well, if you're talking out of turn on any sporting field, it never tends to end well.
No, always ends in tears, George.
And that's a good kick, isn't it? Look where Jamaica will start from here.
About a 40-metre kick.
That was a huge kick into touch on the far side. What a chance this is to find score number 3 and really shake the foundations of this Scotland side. Here is Lawrence with Golding on his left shoulder. Lovely reverse step onto his right and then settles up and drops the ball, but that went backwards, did it? Looked okay from here, the referee's happy. Coleman to Lawrence. Just pops it up to his mate Peltier. They're going to go from the ruck and get it, give it right in front of the post. Massive gap for Ash Golding. Referee says held up.
Yeah, nice scramble by the Scotland.
Looked for all the world as though Ash Golding was going to score try number 3. Still the danger is very live. Peltier waiting dangerously, menacingly at first receiver, but they bypass him. Oh, they've got loads of options and a knock-on. It had to be, otherwise there was a try in the corner. Greg Johnson had a walk in there. But it's incessant pressure now from Jamaica. Scotland on the back foot. As Lawrence waits to tap, and then Coleman just flings it to the right-hand side. Oh, it's a brilliant turn of pace. Lovely jinking run, and Farrell will score.
Held up again, George.
Oh, the referee not convincing for the second time. Held up, I think he was right again, you know.
Lovely left foot step off Isaac.
It all opened up on that step, and he's cursing himself. Wave after wave of Jamaican pressure. Lawrence just held on, and the play had gone in front of him. Golding wants it. Behind him they go. Farrell again. Great quick hands from Jamaica. But again, they're just short on the back. That was Jacob Ogden. Oh, the tackle count wiped clean. They're going to have 6 more to go. Do they know here? Well, that's one of them gone, but they have retained possession, so no need to panic. Full set here. That's an awful pass. And Golding's done well to take the play and get himself back into open space. Luckily completes the tackle. Here's Lawrence again, seeing so much possession. Now then, how about the space on the far side to dive and go for the corner? Is he in touch on the far side? He's done expertly well to stay in the field of play. And then another dummy and attempted burrow over from dummy half. All the pressure coming from Jamaica. Peltier on the switch play. Scotland defending better this time. Referee letting it go. Last tackle. Ben Jones-Bishop is hanging back. Oh, they're just going to turn the ball over here, Jamaica, so well defended that time. They've done really well to avoid conceding a third score there. It looks like Jamaica were hungry for number 3.
Outstanding defence by Scotland there. Loads of scramble, working hard for each other.
But again, Scotland treading water in their deep end here. Midway point of the first half of this international fixture live on our league. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are watching around the world. And it's Jamaica leading Scotland by 10 points to 0. A good value for it at the moment. It's been a little disjointed. Scotland going to kick early in the tackle count as well. Ben Jones-Bishop saw it early and keeps it in the field of play. And he's grounded just shy of the 40 on this near side. Ogden is the dummy half with his winger Greg Johnson coming inside him to take the next carry. Every Jamaican player wanting to get involved. Mo Agoru says this one's mine. Jaimin Coleman is the man you can see with no number on his back. And that's Joe Brown wearing 3. Over halfway with a couple to go. 10-0 the Jamaica lead. Coleman and Ben Jones-Bishop, his length of the field effort. They are the point scorers. 1 from 2 from the boot of Farrell. This will be the last tackle. So Coleman will find Farrell and he just drills one into touch. Playing percentages, Jamaica now.
Yeah, I think Jamaica are winning the field possession battle at the moment, spending quite a lot of time in the Scotland half.
And this is the kind of rugby league you can play when you're leading. It makes such a difference, doesn't it? When you're ahead, you can play the percentages like this. You can dictate the territory. You can dictate where on the pitch you're playing, what to do on the last, where to put the ball. If you're not chasing the game, it's a different game.
Yeah, certainly. To be honest, I thought he might get the ball in field and ask Scotland a few more questions, because they're doing quite a lot more defending than Jamaica, and I think they're looking a bit more tired as well.
First couple of changes have been made as well. See Johnny Magrin out there with the ponytail alongside Joel Farrell. Oh, here we go with Scotland. Well, the ball comes free, but I think the referee had already seen an infringement. Well, the touch judge is on as well. Oh, he's taking it back for the tip tackle, is he? Danny Addy's saying, well, what have you brought us back here for? I think he'd already made the call. Jamaica readying another change. See Danny Bravo getting ready to come on, wearing 15.
I think that'll see Ashton Golding going to 9 now and Danny Bravo coming into the pack. Oh, no, I don't think they made that change yet. I think Jamal's staying on. I think that change will happen
yeah, he's waiting.
shortly.
He's eager to get on. With his dusty orange boots on this near side, I can see. But it's Scotland down the hill, but trailing. Not often you see that here at Post Office Road, and here's Liam Hood, another man like Ash Golding, Jamaican colours, who learnt his trade at Leeds. See the skipper, Dale Ferguson's now on. Bell and Addy linking up, and just for the moment there was a big gap opening up there, but he didn't step through it. Addy again, here he goes. He's the man who can make something happen perhaps. As is Ryan Briley, who's been kept very, very quiet early. Barely said his name so far. Here he is, wearing 7, Briley. That's nice from Scotland. Sweeping the ball wide to Wormsley in the left corner. Another penalty given away by Jamaica.
I think that rafters on
Oh, and it's a yellow. It's a 10-minute breather.
I think someone just caught Briley after we passed the ball. Keenan Tomlinson?
It's Tomlinson coming off for 10. He's not happy about it. But if he needed a breather, he's got one. It's not the kind of one that Jamaica wanted, because they've now got a gap in their defensive line with 12 lining up on their own goal line here, looking to keep out Scotland, who drive with Kavanagh. Bell waits to the right at first receiver. It's deeper to Briley, combining with Addy, but great speed out of the defensive line again from Jamaica. Desperately looking to defend their line and retain the nil on the scoreboard as Bell links up with Hood, right in front of the sticks. Ferguson lurks on his left shoulder, but he goes to the playmaker, Danny Addy. That's a great floating pass, but he's plucked out of the air again. Now then, Jamaica, can they ride the tackle and offload? Yes, they can. There are numbers, but Golding streaks away. Ferguson with a big hit. Golding bounces out of it. It's breathless rugby league. It's brilliant to watch.
Lovely bit of flowing rugby league there, George. Lovely.
Oh, that rattled me, that Ferguson shot on Golding. Golding stayed down. Our gantry shook. It's still swaying. That's what the skipper's been brought on for. Jamaica, for the second time, are after an intercept try. And bam! Dale Ferguson said not today.
Is that the Jusby Rams new signing, Dale Ferguson?
Oh. Yeah, he's been around. Not many clubs in West Yorkshire he's a stranger to, Dale Ferguson. He knows this ground, of course, as well, Featherstone.
Yeah.
Where he spent this season. And he felt that one, didn't he? Blimey.
Yeah, I think it'll be in through the nose, out through the mouth for Ashton. Get his breath back.
Well, a lengthy assessment here. He hasn't moved. I don't think it's anything more serious than a winding, but he hasn't moved since that huge hit from Ferguson. So they may be forced into another change. They've just made a few in quick succession here. Remember, Jamaica down to 12 after Keenan Tomlinson was sin-binned. But twice, Danny Thomas, when your boys have been defending their own line and looked like conceding, twice they've come out of it with an intercept. I don't know if that's something you've been working on in training as well, but if not, you've read the line really well.
Sometimes I think you just have to put yourself in the picture, but what I've been working on, we're just working hard for each other in defence, and when the ball has gone past us, we're still going to scramble and we're still going to put ourselves in the picture to help your teammate.
And I don't mean to be disrespectful to Jamaica. I mean, we both saw what we saw last Friday night, but this is so much better. I know Scotland aren't England, albeit the England nights, but it was, I mean, a lot of those nights will be the England squad, I think, before too long. This is a different proposition today, but from what I'm seeing from Jamaica, it's so much better. Yeah, like I said before the game, I think if you look at the team sheets, so we're both evenly matched, to be fair. So I think that game last week, we needed to get that under his belt to get some game time. Just think we hadn't played together for 3 years, so it's a long time. It's a long time without playing and training with people. People need to pick up combinations and get used to how people are playing. Some of these lads are new to the squad and they've never played before for Jamaica, so yeah, getting that game under his belt last week helped massively. Well, this is turning into a lengthy stoppage here, which will of course increase concern for the man down, who's one of the most integral players, I would suggest, to this Jamaica side. Yeah, Ashton is a massive leader, so yeah, he's a key player for the Jamaica group, and I think it'll have to be something pretty serious for him to come off. Yeah, on and off the pitch. I mean, we discussed the different positions he can play. He can play pretty much anywhere, 1 to 7 plus 13, but also off the pitch in what he does, and spreading the word, spreading the gospel, if you like, of this Jamaica side and what they're trying to achieve. Yeah, he's a very, very big character, and he's got strong beliefs, and he's a very positive person as well. Well, it's a lengthy assessment. I think he's getting a bit of strapping, is he, around the head as well here? Which actually is good news. That just says to me it's a superficial head wound rather than anything more serious when you see the big clumsy white strapping come out. Okay, he's going to look a bit stupid for the next 50 minutes, but that says to me he's going to play on. I don't think he'll mind. I think he might have just scratched his eye. Well, we can have a brief look at what we've seen so far. That was the dive over from Jaimon Coleman from dummy half. Jamaica, if you missed the night's game last week, conceded twice from very similar plays. So good to see they've learned and gone the other way. That was the first try. We'll show you the rest of the highlights at half-time, but we're good to go, back underway, which is good news for Ash Golding. You can see now, unmistakable as he was before, even more so now with the strapping around the head. And they continue to drive with Joel Farrell, another dangerous player with ball in hand. Loves an offload. Does Farrell, and his namesake Isaac Farrell steps and jinks. He's had a lively game. Yeah, he's on debut today, Isaac. He's fitted in well with the group, and I think he's going to be a real asset to the Jamaica setup going forwards. So last tackle was a man taken out. Well, it was far too deep anyway. Referee not interested in the afters, so that will be Scotland ball. And after all that, it's taken a little bit of a fizz out of the occasion, that lengthy stoppage. Yeah, I think it has, but I don't think it'll take right long to get the energy infuses and back up. Now, Jamaica will be really hungry to preserve and perhaps even better what they have here. If you're just joining us, you missed a really entertaining international rugby league fixture. Well, half an hour or so of it, plenty more to go, between two very evenly balanced sides who we'll be seeing at the Rugby League World Cup next year. As the referee wipes clean the tackle count, so 6 to go from Scotland, but we've not seen the Bravehearts since 2019. Such has been the damage that the global pandemic has done to, well, rugby league globally, but certainly the international game. So good to see Scotland back, and Briley so heavily involved. Link it up again, and Walker dancing away. Lovely offload and take. Opportunity knocks. Hood to Ferguson, who stops dead in his tracks and then just pushes his old mate Golding away, Walker again, wearing 6 but playing fullback. Scotland have been down here a lot and not found their way over. Will this time be different? Briley to Bell. Brilliant short ball, and the gap opens up for Charlie Emsley to stroll through on debut. What a story! And Scotland are finally back and up and running. Charlie Emsley, what an example for the pathway of International Rugby League through Scotland's student system and under-19s. And almost with his first touch of the football, he takes the pass through a gaping hole down the hill of Post Office Road to celebrate a 4-pointer on debut.
Yeah, I think strong carry there by Bell. He's ran the ball in pretty well most of the game as Bell, number 13. All he did then was take the ball to the line, and who was it, number 17 there, George? Who was that who scored?
Charlie Emsley for Scotland.
Charlie Emsley ran a nice line and took his try well.
Beautifully crafted, expertly finished. He's a great story, Charlie Emsley. Finally achieving senior international honours, having come through the Scotland Rugby League pathway system. And this, through Lachlan Walmsley, I am sure, will be turned into a 6-pointer, no mistake. Straight through the post and out the back into the houses.
Into someone's back garden.
Yeah. And suddenly it's game on at 10 points to 6. Charlie Emsley, right through the pathway from 19s through the Scotland student system into the first team setup. A terrific example, I guess, of what anyone can achieve if you want to play international sport.
Yeah.
Believe and trust in yourself and in the pathway, and the systems are in place. Put the hard work in. And this could be you coming off the bench and scoring a try in International Rugby League.
It's a nice story, and it's inspiring for his fellow Scottishmen.
Great to see.
I believe you spoke to B.V. McDonald before the game.
Yes, really enjoyed that chat. Really inspiring.
Yeah.
Lovely voice as well.
Yeah. he's been teaching us some Jamaican slang over the last couple of weeks.
Anything safe to discuss during this commentary?
No.
Okay. In which case I will say penalty Scotland. And now it's Jamaica who've got to be careful about their try response.
Yeah, rewinding back to last week, we just conceded before half-time, and we can't afford to do that this week.
Oh, and that almost reached us. That was almost a test of your hands on the gantry. And it's Scotland with their tails up now, the Bravehearts, on the board. Can they level or perhaps seize the initiative before half-time? Here he is again, young Charlie Emsley. He looks like a player. Hood.
Carries the ball strong, he's got on his front.
Riley. This is much, much better from Scotland. There's Walker wanting a penalty, getting a penalty. So it's all Scotland now. The match suddenly drenched in the navy of the Bravehearts. Hood wants to tap quickly. Walmsley just wants the ball in his hands again. Here he goes. Emsley, I beg your pardon. Walmsley's waiting on his touchline as Emsley goes for the post. Ferguson lurking at first receiver. Hood goes behind into Briley. Times his pass to Danny Addy, who throws a beauty to Willowes to score. And level the scores at 10-10. Wonderful from Scotland.
Some nice football there off Riley and Addy. Addy just showed his experience there. A lovely pass over the top for Scotland to score in the corner.
What a game this is. England Knights ran riot on Friday night at Cass against Jamaica. The Reggae Warriors have turned up here in Featherstone determined to put that right. But Scotland are here for a game as well. And they're toe to toe. It was Emsley, the try scorer's drive, who set up the position. Hood to Briley. Look at that from Addy. And Will Oakes had the easy bit.
Yeah, nice strolling try, but great skill and vision off Danny Addy there.
Ten apiece plus this. With a few minutes to go until half-time. A reminder, if you're new to our league, our clock on the screen is a rolling clock. And we've had a couple of stoppages, including a lengthy injury stoppage to Ash Golding. Here's Walmsley, 1 from 1 so far. Never looks like missing. 2 from 2.
Lovely.
And Scotland have the lead at 12-10. How much is this whetting your appetite for the Rugby League World Cup in 12 months' time? Some of these players I can't wait to see on the big show.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's good to see some international games being played. Really good.
England, of course, got their run out in the south of France against the French, who mounted something of a response after half-time. Both sides under strength. It was a French side made up entirely of Catalan Dragons and Toulouse Olympique, the two dominant forces really in the British game this year, aside from the champions, St Helens, of course. Now then, Scotland fancy another before half-time, I feel.
Yeah, they look to get the tails up a bit there, George.
Jamaica just need to make sure they don't give away any more penalties. Backing up here, get the ball back. Because Scotland are looking rampant. And this is good from Bell, and then Addy didn't quite get it away. Walker a bit messy. Briley running behind the line and then kicking off the outside of the boot. Poor from Briley. Moagoro says, I'll have that. Briley almost got the strip, didn't quite dislodge the ball. So Jamaica will start right on the 30. Hood with a big one. And it's Bishop into the line, Ben Jones-Bishop. Nice feel to this contest. 2 tries apiece. Just the one missed conversion, the difference, with Scotland leading by 2. Held is the call, barked by the official. Golding with a strapping round his hair. And then Joe Brown takes over. This is the last. Golding has a little look to see where his scrum half is, Isaac Farrell. Here he is. Happy just to drill down the line into touch and hope perhaps for the half-time hooter.
Yeah, smart play by Isaac there. I think Scotland have just got the tails up, so just kick it into touch and just walk to this play the ball and slow it down a bit. I think scrums are coming back soon, aren't they?
Next season, yeah. A few changes, the rule on the ball steal reverting to what we knew it as well. That really changed the game, I felt, over the past year. So many strips.
Yeah, made it a bit scrappy, in my opinion, George.
Yeah, both of those reversions to the laws I'm very much with, the RFL's rule makers. Really looking forward to seeing how Toulouse go as well in Super League. Saw a lot of Toulouse, Danny, working on the championship and working with Toulouse over the last year on their coverage, and I had the feeling watching them that they'd have gone well in Super League this year. I think they'd have been mid-table personally in Super League if they'd have played there this year. They were so good.
Looking very slick, and they've got a lot of experience, haven't they?
And they're absolutely massive. They are massive. Brilliant athletes. Well conditioned. Scotland on the last. Approaching the hooter. Where will Danny Addy go? He's going to go high. He just floats one and says, chase that if you like. And it's tapped backwards. Still the last. Still the last. They couldn't, could they? He's going to have to go on his own. Dance to himself. It's the right message. He's picked up. Oh, and Scotland have gone over. Right on half-time. Ben Helliwell picked up the scraps to extend Scotland's lead, and that's just what Jamaica didn't want. Right on the hooter.
Yeah, looking comfortable, like we're going to deal with the kick, and Scotland got there first, and sometimes you just need that bit of luck, and I think they got it there with the bounce of the ball.
Well, Ben Jones-Bishop is a difficult one to challenge for because he would have knocked on. He was second best. It was offloaded in the tackle, and then it was all about the try scorer Will Oates. Had to go on his own, and it was that moment. It was that moment where Isaac Farrell had the chance just to boot the ball dead, I felt. And he didn't get enough on it, and that allowed Scotland in to score. And that's 3 tries in a row for Nathan Graham's side. And Jamaica, having led 10-0, are going to trail probably by 2 scores at half-time, which doesn't tell the tale, I don't think, of the first half.
No, not at all, George. I think it's a very close contest. But I just think Scotland's took the chance there.
It was just a little bit of dawdling, I think, in the end from Jamaica. Isaac Farrell will be, I think, pretty gutted with himself. He had the opportunity, albeit stretching, just to boot the ball dead, and he didn't manage to connect. So Wormsley to make it 3 from 3. In off the upright for the fans. And it is a 2-score game somehow. Jamaica 10, Scotland 18. And I would say that changes the 2 respective half-time team talks a little bit. Because you wouldn't have anticipated that a few moments ago. But a great response, nevertheless, for the Bravehearts. Jamaica restart. There can't be long to go until the hooter. You can see on our rolling clock we're into the 47th minute coming up now. As Bell and Ferguson link up as Scotland try and get away again, breaking a tackle on 40.
I think Jamaica will be wanting the hooter to go very short.
Yeah, they look a little bit shattered and disorganised all of a sudden, Jamaica.
I think just need to regroup and come back in the second half.
Bell, he's made a difference. Emsley takes a big contact there.
Emsley's been very impressive.
Yeah, I really like the look of him. Oh, he stayed down there, he felt that.
Strong carry of the ball.
Referee calling time off. And more running repairs, more refreshments. How did you find coming up the gantry, Danny, by the way? One of the more vertical obstacles you will have to you'll have to overcome for you to do a few more of these commentary gigs.
I felt like a window cleaner who's ups and downs. It's a lot nicer than that cold weather last week, though.
It's a great view, though, isn't it, this?
Yeah.
I said before, it's probably one of my favourite views in rugby, this commentary position. Absolutely perfect.
Right on halfway line.
I think the biggest logistical challenge in terms of vertical ladders, if you ever get to commentate at Workington, my old mate Chris Thorman, who's head coach up there, we have a joke about the health and safety surrounding his ladders.
Oh,
blimey. You need to take a few ropes with you if you're going to commentate up there. Mind you, having said that, North Wales Crusaders is a bit of a trek to get up as well. You see the sights if you travel around covering rugby league. We're good to go, I'm pleased to say. James Bell will play. I think both of these sets of sides waiting for the half-time refreshments now. Scotland leading 18-10, but Ferguson, the skipper, looks fresh as well. He's had a good stint off the bench. Last tackle, Hood. Addy's going to give it a bit of air, and they're going to run it through the hands. Walker. They could find another score here. Briley's hovering. Here he is, Briley. Had to go for the intercept, Jamaica, and did. But there's more pressure if there's time coming here. They have to make sure they don't concede again here. They've seen a 10-0 lead whittled away and turn into an 8-point deficit. They have to hang on at least to the half-time hooter, Jamaica, because they've been looking weary. They've been looking suddenly a little bit disjointed and disorganised, Jermaine Coleman's side. They've got as many tackles as there's time for to defend here. They mean to make sure that they see this out. Hood having a glance, looking where Briley and Addy are. They change the direction. Here is Danny Addy. This looks really dangerous. Flat ball. Another penalty. Jamaica are all over the place here. They're absolutely praying for the half-time hooter. Jamaica know, and Scotland know, that this is a key part of the game, because the Bravehearts could really turn the screw here as they run at the post with another full set. That's Kieran Moran towards the post. Quick play the ball. The skipper's in! Dale Ferguson wouldn't be stopped from close range, and that, on the stroke of half-time, feels like a big shift in momentum and a big moment in this game, because Scotland, having trailed 10-0, now have a big lead.
Yeah, he's run the ball well as Ferguson since he's been on the field, and nice pass by Liam Hood there. We've been doing a lot of stuff around the ruck, and I think we're all really concerned about Hood and thought about Ferguson.
Well, 2 tries on the stroke of half-time has really changed the complexion on this game, because this is going to be a 14-point Scotland half-time lead. Jamaica have really gone off the boil here. Wormsley's kicked 3 from 3. This the easiest of the lot. To give Scotland a very healthy half-time lead. No mistake at all.
Great between the W's.
24 points to 10, and still we continue. There we go, finally. The 51st minute, the half-time hooter. Well, Jamaica could have done with that 10 minutes ago, let's be honest, because Scotland have played to the hooter and Jamaica haven't. They've scored 4 unanswered tries. Emsley made a big difference off the bench. Oakley and Helliwell, and then Ferguson, the skipper, on half-time. Great contest, but the Bravehearts have really turned the tide, and as they huddle, Jamaica have already cleared off. They sprinted in to discuss this. What are they going to be saying in there, Danny?
They're going to be, first things, penalties. We can't consider way too many penalties and ask ourselves to defend back-to-back numerous of times, and by doing that you become tired, and it's shown.
Is it a fitness thing? I mean, we saw a little bit of this against England Knights. They started well and ultimately conceded a half-century of points. I'm not suggesting we're going to see that, but we might.
No, I don't think it's more of a fitness thing today. I think it's the penalties they are conceding. I just think the cheap shots are the things we don't need to do. It's tackling people when they've already passed the ball. It's a bit dumb, really, is probably what Jermaine's going to say to them. Dumb penalties.
And a word on Scotland, who were put to the sword early on by Jamaica, but responded very, very well.
Yeah, they've obviously shown the great attitude just to turn back up for each other and give another shot.
So that's the picture at half-time. Scotland leading by 24 points to 10. Let's have a look at some of the highlights from the first half. The first 40 minutes that Jamaica started really well. And there's Ashton Golden going in for half-time. But Danny, Jamaica couldn't have really dreamed of a better start.
No, we started strong, we started quick, and we were looking up to score a couple more tries early doors.
Well, the first try came from dummy half, and you've said it throughout, that's where you've done most of your work during the week.
Yeah, it is, yeah, and Scotland got found out here, and Jamal took his try well.
Not only did he go on his own, but he kind of indicated that's exactly what he was going to do, and then showed the dummy when he did it.
Nice dummy step.
And Danny Addy bought it. And this, with Scotland attacking the line, was the next one, and Ben Jones-Bishop doesn't lose any pace as he advances in years.
No, but it's where he saw the ball spill off floor, his enthusiasm to get there, and he gave himself a good chance of scoring that try from initial enthusiasm getting to the ball.
It's Alex Walker chasing back with Lachlan Walmsley, but then at 10-0 down, Scotland got going, and how? And it was this kid off the bench who made a big difference.
Yeah, he ran the ball well when he was on the field, and I think it was just smart play by Bell. I've been impressed with Bell so far. He's took the ball when he needs to take the ball in. He's passed when he needs to pass.
Yeah, Charlie Emsley, you can see him wearing 17, hanging back off Bell. This was a really well worked try. Ran into the gap, knowing if he got the pass he was going to get a 4-pointer too.
Yeah, he carries the ball strong and is very determined to score a try, and I'm happy for the kid.
There was a perfect kicking performance from this guy, who was impressed at Whitehaven and will leave, or is leaving, for Pastors New. And then you can see Emsley, the youngster, driving in again.
Yeah, he's a bit of an handful. He's landed on his front every time he's carried the ball.
And that was all about the pass, the floated pass. Briley to Addy. And the lovely long floated miss-out ball to Will Oakes. Well, we thought this was going to be the final try of the half, right on half-time. But actually, it was the first of two more. Scotland attacked again. This was the last tackle. Oakes backed himself, but it was this. Just had a chance there, didn't he, to get boot on ball.
Yeah, but if you go back to that, I think if we tackle the man when he offloads, I think we can stop that kick from even happening.
Yeah, there was hesitancy there in the Jamaican back line. Did his best to miss that one. Did Lachlan Walmsley, but he's got the Midas touch this afternoon, and then right on the hooter with really Jamaica hanging on and looking a little bit tired, a little bit all over the place in the defensive line. Dale Ferguson, the skipper, sensed it and just walked forward and helped himself to another 4.
Yeah, like I say, we've done a lot around the hooker, and we've worried about the hooker too much there and forgot about Dale Ferguson.
So Jamaica need to get some oxygen back into the lungs and replenish their energy reserves, because they fell away second half against a vibrant England night last week. But so far it's been much better from Jermaine Coleman's Jamaica. Having said that, what a response from Scotland. Second half on the way as we pause with a half-time scoreline: Jamaica 10, Scotland Rugby League 24.
While it was disappointed, there's still a lot positive to say. You know, it was a runaway scoreline. Unfortunately, that's underrepresented ourselves in, you know, what we've been working towards and what we've been doing. But you know, the effort, the actual desire from the boys are there, and they're non-negotiables. And to see the boys turn out and just keep pushing and keep plugging away against a very, very strong England night squad. While very young, the talent within that squad was ridiculous, and it was there for all to see. But you know, we could look back and we could dwell, or we could move forward, and that's my mindset. That one's now in bed. I'm going to be looking forward now to the week to come and the game coming up. So we've got a great opportunity to be able to, you know, right the wrongs that was shown on the weekend, and actually show people we are a serious nation in the league, and we are competitive. And for me, that's massive, because I like to think I'm a winner, and everything I do I like to win. So I don't take to the field knowing I just want to be finishing second in that game. So I know we've got a lot of things to prove, but you know, you could look at the Scotland squad and see how strong they are, but actually we've got a lot of internal soul searching to do within our group. And while it's important to get a result on Sunday, the bigger picture is the World Cup, and we are going to be looking heavily at the World Cup and get some players out there, get some combinations going. Let's see how we can play to a different kind of stadium. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I've got such fond memories here of our 2019 £1 million game run. So my message to the people of Featherstone would come down and try something a little bit different. Because one thing I can say, you just won't be disappointed with the energy, the atmosphere and the vibrancy that the Jamaica Rugby League team bring. So with the World Cup being the most inclusive World Cup, you know, Jamaica's kind of took a stance on that and also moved with it and tried to make this a very accessible game for all. So the pricing is as follows: £5 for a child, it's £10 for an adult, and £20 a family ticket, which includes 2 adults and 2 children. That makes it accessible for all, so everyone can come down on a Sunday, watch the Jamaica Rugby League versus the Scotland Rugby League, and just enjoy themselves and just have a good day out.
back to the field, the home team, Jamaica. And welcome back to the field, Scotland Braveheart.
So here we go then. Final throws of the season for 2021. Can Jamaica down the hill find a response? After 4 unanswered Scotland tries, has given them this half-time advantage of 24 points to 10. Will Oakes, Ben Hellewell, Dale Ferguson and Charlie Emsley on debut with a try. After Coleman and Ben Jones-Bishop giving Jamaica a 10-0 lead. Restart. Finds the turf and he's picked up on the second bounce by Scotland, playing up the hill from right to left. Second half. Can they maintain this momentum that they have found in this contest? Bell has been instrumental. Briley has grown into the game, and already they're opening up early in this second half. Ferguson still going. It's the last tackle. So Hood will come into Briley. The sun comes out, so this could be a difficult take for Ben Jones-Bishop. Oh, and he doesn't get anywhere near it. It's a brilliant pickup, and Emsley's going to enjoy a dream debut. He gobbled it up and goes in for try number 2. His first, with his first touch after coming on, and his second right at the start of the second half. A nightmare start for Jamaica and a dream start to the second period for the Bravehearts. And for that young boy, Charlie Emsley.
Yeah, he took his try well as a lad. He showed a bit of pace there as well, a lot of left foot steps.
Briley giving the ball a lot of air. It looked awkward. Ben Jones-Bishop got that. It might come off his face, you know. Great step to finish. And just the start to the half that Jamaica were desperate to avoid.
Yeah, not a great start for Jamaica, but a very good one for Scotland.
Second of the afternoon for Charlie Emsley. He looks a player. Lachlan Walmsley's not missed. He's not going to miss this either. This will be 5 from 5. So Walmsley to tag on a 2 and take Scotland to the 30-point mark. And he makes no mistake. It's Jamaica 10, Scotland 30. And what on earth do Jamaica do now, Danny Thomas?
Kick the ball deep and defend this set out.
Bright sunshine, bright floodlights. It's a strange old day in Featherstone. And here comes Scotland. 5 unanswered tries to lead 30 points to 10. And they're not done yet. Ferguson. Big stint off the bench from the captain, who's still going.
He showed a real...
Oh, he's lost the ball but gets a penalty. Yeah, he's made a big impact. In fact, that double change with Dale Ferguson and the old man and Charlie Emsley, the youngster, that's made a real difference.
Yeah, both strong carriers of the ball who both land on the front. Ferguson sometimes don't get put to the floor.
More pressure coming Jamaica's way. Having started so brightly, it's very real danger signs here that this could go the same way as last week, where Jamaica lost 56-4 against England Knights. Bell. Emsley, who's on a hat-trick. Great hands. Scotland looking dangerous every time they get closer to the line. Ferguson assessing his options. Bell on his left shoulder. Emsley darting across to go to second receiver on this near left-hand side. They go behind him to Briley. Briley along the ground and knocked on by Wormsley. Difficult one to take, but Jamaica will get some much-needed ball.
Yeah, I think that's been Jamaica's problem. They just don't have no time with the ball. So I think it was 15 minutes going towards half-time. We barely touched the ball, and opening the second half we've hardly touched it as well. So we need to spend a bit of time with the ball and make Scotland defend and tire them out of it.
So Jamaica in that strip of sunshine on the edge of the shadows here at Post Office Road in Featherstone have some possession which they badly need. 30 unanswered points from Scotland really changed the complexion of this International Rugby League fixture, as both of these sides set their sights on the 2021 Rugby League World Cup, which will now be played in 2022. The 3 trophies are here in Featherstone. Fans have been posing as Jamaica break away, posing for photos with the trophies in the stand behind us. This is better from the Reggae Warriors. Golding looking to get something going. Into the line is Keenan Tomlinson, who should be fresh. He's been sin-binned for 10. Offloading the tackle. Ben Jones-Bishop again. Can they find a score of their own? Last tackle, Lawrence. Farrell to put boot to ball. Oh, he pops up nicely for Scotland to gather the ball back, but a better area of the field nonetheless.
That's a lovely set, is that? Obviously come off the back of the break from James Woody. And a nice little kick off Isaac to finish the set off.
Yeah, it was made by James Woodburn Hall.
Nice break and nice offload when he got through the line.
He's been starved of the ball really today, Woodburn Hall. He started very brightly last Friday night against the Knights, but then was forced off through injury. Here goes Liam Hood. Here goes Liam Hood. That look forward was. We were right on the money there.
Yeah, we couldn't have a better view there, George, could we?
Fair play the referee, because he sprinted into the line and he had a perfect view of it as well. But that was right in front of our position. Could see it was forward. It was otherwise it was a try.
Great positioning by the referee.
So Jamaica get another chance. Lawrence and Golding, they made a change as well. Is that Andrade coming on? Out the back, here we go. Straight on. If he looks right, oh, Moagoro's seething. He had a free man outside him, he didn't know he was there. Golding has got no support, so he does well just to carry possession right up to the line and gets a penalty for his side. Oh, and then the apology belatedly from Jordan Andrade to Moagoro, saying, presumably, I didn't know you were there, mate.
I think if he passed it there, Mo scored.
Oh, he has scored, yeah. That's why he was so frustrated. But Jamaica right on the line. Will Golding try and go on his own? No. Back he comes. Here is the sub again. Straight on and 2 big carries. Right in front of the sticks. Golding has got Lawrence hanging back right. And then Farrell to the left. Here goes the scrum half. Steps into traffic and he's clobbered. Isaac Farrell, but gets a high shot.
I think there's been a lot of afters off both teams today. When the ball's come fast, I don't see it with the afters.
So back-to-back penalties. And if this follows the trend of penalty try, then Jamaica will be back in the game. Stoppage in play though. Injury. Is that Liam Hood who's down? Receiving treatment for the Bravehearts at the start of this second half. 30 points to 10. Jamaica led 10-0. Jamal Coleman and Ben Jones-Bishop. And then 5 unanswered tries. All converted 5 from 5 from the boot of Lachlan Wormsley. 30 points without response for the Bravehearts. But here come Jamaica. Down the middle they go with Golding waiting from dummy half to Magrin's drive towards the post, just to the left. Lawrence now, giving the ball a bit of air, assessing his options. Woodburn Hall and then Ben Jones-Bishop waits from dummy half. They want another penalty here, Jamaica. The referee's called time off. They've got an injury. It's Jamaica who have an injury this time. Who's that? Is that Magrin who stayed down?
Yeah, it's just
to the left of the sticks. Took the carry. Now he's receiving treatment. Better period of play though. Rugby league's a lot easier when you've got the ball.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it can be hard graft when you're doing a lot of defending, especially when you're defending back to back.
Ryan Briley having a laugh with James Woodburn Hall. Ashton Golding getting ready to play on, where eventually the referee says, yeah, off we go again. Jamaica attacking the line with Lawrence. Loose one, gone backwards I think. It's play on, says the referee, but they've lost 10 metres or so here, Jamaica. They'll set up instead on the 20-metre line. Lawrence again, swiftly back into the line. Golding has a glance left and right just to see what he's playing with here. Gives it to the debutant Farrell, and Ben Jones-Bishop's found a bit of room to go over on his own. Has he got the ball down? I think he has. And he celebrates the score. Second of the afternoon, and exactly what Jamaica needed.
Certainly great start to the second half, just how we started the first half really, and great try from Ben there, similar to the try he scored last week against England. Shows experience, just backed himself, showed, and went and scored a lovely try.
Wow, they needed that. Great spell of territory and possession from the Reggae Warriors. It was Isaac Farrell on debut. Ben Jones-Bishop just saw it open up, and he carried Davy Dixon over the line with him in the end and plonked the ball down for the try.
Yeah, great finish by Ben there, showing he's still got a bit of pace about him and he can still finish tries.
Well, the next score had to really be Jamaica's if this was to stay alive as a contest. I can see Dale Ferguson coming off. What a stint that was. From the ex-Featherstone man.
Yeah, he's had a great stint. He's carried the ball strong. Every run's been really strong and he's got on his front foot. I don't think Jamaica will be right board if he's gone off.
I think they'd be very pleased indeed. 1 from 2 so far from the boot of Isaac Farrell. That's better. Make that 2 from 3. And suddenly Jamaica have a bit of hope. Jamaica 16, Scotland 30. And much, much better, Danny, from your side.
Yeah, much better. We've started the second half strong, just like we started the first half strong. So it's going to be the probably remaining 20 minutes where we're going to have to real dig deep and stay in the game.
Three-quarter length kick-off and well anticipated and taken. Jamaica, remember, coming down a not inconsiderable hill here at Post Office Road. Not quite Batley standards, but it's steep.
Yeah, it's not far off.
And can they get a head of steam up down the hill? Golding will, I'm sure, be the catalyst. Moa Goro in off his wing, wanting a bit of action here. Just carries on his own and then runs into Hood and then Ryan Briley. Golding, can they force a repeat set here? Woodburn Hall. Change of direction. Last tackle though, right on halfway, so they need a good kick here. It's gone high, spiral bomb. It's going to hit the ground. Where's the bounce going? Where is the bounce going? That could be anyone's. That'll be picked up by Jamaica on the far side. Is it play on? It's come backwards. It will be picked up by Jamaica. That's a right mess. Who's knocked on here? I think he'll just give it to Scotland.
Yeah, didn't quite see who knocked on there, but yeah. It looked like we're in a good position to the referee. I think it was from the Jamaican player.
But it's all Jamaica at the moment. Having conceded those 30 unanswered points, they're suddenly on the front foot again. there's still time, 27 or so minutes to go. As the chill sets in through the gaps of this stadium at Post Office Road. Just the one side without a stand where the wind comes in to our right. That's where the terracing is, in front of Percy's Bar and the Blue Lagoon Bar at Post Office Road. That's where some hardy individuals are standing in the chill as Bell steps off his left and goes on his right. He's on a really good game. Reminder, Danny, you'll be selecting the Our League player of the match again.
Yep, not a problem.
You went for Will Price last week, didn't you? That was a fairly easy decision. He was outstanding.
Yeah, he had a great performance, and I don't think he stayed on the field for the full time, did he?
No, he was desperate to. He was forced off on, I think, about 73, wasn't he? He just rolled his ankle. I spoke to him after that, said it wasn't serious. He was in the ankle moon boot, but that was just to speed up the recovery. So any Huddersfield Giants fans won't be too concerned. Will tells me he's all right. It's not too bad. I think there's plenty of contenders out there with 25 minutes to go. We don't know who's going to win this one yet. Scotland in the driving seat, but Jamaica on the front foot. Been some big performances so far from Scotland. I think Ferguson and the youngster Emsley off the bench have both been terrific.
Yeah, really strong carries of the ball, both of them.
Is there still a Jamaica hero to be discovered so far? I think Ben Jones-Bishop's had a good game.
Yeah, and Ashton Golding's been...
Golding, yeah, here he is.
He's been great around the ruck.
They're enjoying this second half down the hill, Jamaica. Look at this. This is the last tackle, but a great opportunity to force a repeat set. Isaac Farrell, debutant scrum half, into that corner where everything slopes. Had to be a good take, and was, from Will Oakes. Everyone left him to claim it, so he had to.
Lovely catch by Will Oakes.
Here's Lachlan Wormsey. He's been kept, such a dangerous player, he's been kept really well shackled, very quiet on his debut as well. So it's a more even contest again. Just that blitz, that 30-point blitz has opened this contest up. There's Scotland with Davy Dixon. Some urging yells from the crowd beneath our gantry position. Going, go on, Davy, as Bell gives it to Kieran Moran. Glance over the shoulder from Rob Oakley, another debutant, the London Broncos man, and then Bell. On, that was a forward pass, was it? No, they've let that one go. Looks marginal. They're going to kick from the right side. This could be nice, you know, but the bounce of a rugby ball favours Jamaica. I think that bounces the other way, Jamaica in trouble.
Ooh, yeah, never let a rugby ball bounce.
But a good contest once again. If Jamaica can find another score, game very much back on.
Yeah, I agree. We'll be a bit let down at that spell we've had where we let the 30 unanswered points in. I think we just fell asleep.
Well, here we go. More pressure coming Scotland's way. The Bravehearts retreat down the hill. And Jamaica will kick probably up towards you and I, Danny.
A bit further than that, I think.
Here we go. Yeah, about 10 yards or so. Onto the roof. And that's gone behind the stand as Jamaica set up again with Keenan Tomlinson driving. Jamal Coleman is the man without a number. And the tackle count already wiped clean. As Jordan Andrade drives into the line. Can the Reggae Warriors find another opening in this Bravehearts defence? Here's the stalwart Michael Lawrence. Coleman telling Ash Golding where he wants him. Get behind me to this right-hand side. Then he switches it away from him. Gives it to Woodburn Hall. Up the middle with Tomlinson. They can almost smell another try, Jamaica. Ben Jones-Bishop's loading up on this right-hand side. That's where they want it, but they go left. Farrell with a floated ball. Where's that going to bounce? Great take. That was a really difficult take. Great technique, but excellent scrambling defence. Surely they have to come back to the right. That's where they're loaded. Oh, that's a big one. Huge contact from Jack Teamby.
Yeah, but Ashton just rolled it and carried on running.
That was huge.
And then got a penalty.
And a penalty given away and a bit of afters. It's spicing up here at Post Office Road. What a contact that was.
He rode it well, did he?
He rode it brilliantly, and a bit of friendly afters as well. But more pressure. Full set from here. Michael Lawrence just wants to carry at the posts on his own. That's what he does. It's been relentless pressure from Jamaica at the start of the second half. Oh, good ball carry, just couldn't get the ball away though. They're loaded up to the left. There's 4 on this right side. They go left though. They see the extra man, but drive and straighten up towards the post. Scotland's defence has been good so far. Coleman behind Lawrence to Farrell, and then the switch play and the little trip tackle. Coleman wants a quick play of the ball and gets it. Lawrence, it's opening up, but it's over the head of Agoro, has to stretch for it, and that allows Lachlan Walmsley in to complete the tackle. Agoro still going with that low centre of gravity towards the line. No way through, well defended Scotland. Oh, they're going to run the skinny side. Agoro will get his score in the corner. Last tackle. And they went down the narrow side. And it's another 4-pointer. And Jamaica are right back in business.
Great couple of sets off Jamaica there. I think they've asked Scotland to defend back to back, and they've thrown plenty of questions at the Scotland defence, and I thought Scotland were going to hold out, but right on the last play there, great hands, and Moagro's finished in the corner with a nice little dive as well.
Well, they were banging on the door. Made it narrow side. I beg your pardon, it was Joe Brown, wasn't it?
Oh, Joe Brown, yeah.
It was Joe Brown wearing 3, not Agoro. I beg your pardon. Brown with a finish and the celebration. Suddenly, game back on. Joe Brown's try has given this desperately difficult conversion attempt for Isaac Farrell. Inches off this near touchline. It's about a foot in. It's taken it back 22 metres, so it's a narrow angle. It's given it a really good strike. I think it's going to fade. It's going to fade and does. So 2 from 4. And it's a 10-point Scotland lead, but Scotland haven't even had a look at the other end. All the pressure is coming from Jamaica now.
Yeah, it's a bit of a similar tale to the first half. When Scotland had all the ball, it's Jamaica's turn now. Five tries to 3. And a 10-point lead for Scotland, but they haven't had the ball second half. So we pass the midway point of this second 40, live on our league. George Riley and Danny Thomas with you for our final commentary of a long 2021 season. It's been great to be a part of it with you. The tackle count wiped clean. Is there a sting in the tail of this one yet? Jamaica fancy this all of a sudden. Yeah, and we're winning the rucks, which is good to see here. Lawrence takes the first carry of a full, clean tackle count. It's Woodburn Hall. Bit of belief starting to return to these Jamaica players. That's Golding right in front of the sticks, 20 away. Coleman to Lawrence. Got Farrell behind him and finds him. So dangerous. He's got a man free on the far side. Now then, can he find his way to the touchline? No way through for Greg Johnson. Good scrambling defence from Scotland, and it's the last tackle. So surely it'll be a kick into this right-hand corner. It's a narrow angle kick. It's a poor kick. It's a really bad execution. And that's a let-off for Scotland. Surely it had to go deep for Agoro and Brown to challenge for in this near touchline corner. Yeah, I think we could have asked a few more questions there with that kick. It could have been a bit better, and could have got us wingers competing for it.
And the end result is this: Scotland with possession on halfway when they could have been defending a repeat set, all starting from their own line. Fine margins at the end of plays. Still plenty of time. Jamaica 20, Scotland 30. And that's Sam Luckley with a big drive. They've gone off the boil actually since Ferguson and Emsley went off the field. Addy with boot to ball. Comfortable take this time from Ben Jones-Bishop, who scored 2 tries this afternoon for Jamaica. Scotland on the back foot, but preserving just about their lead. But for that try very early at the start of the second half, a second for Charlie Emsley, it's been all Jamaica. And but for that mad period around the half-time hooter, Scotland scored 2 on the hooter before half-time and 1 straight away after it. This is a very different game.
Yeah, and Jamaica are playing with a lot of confidence now. And
little dink over from Woodburn Hall. Lachlan Walmsley been forced back into his own 20. Mo Agoro lost his footing. Quite long grass here at Post Office Road. Scotland pinned back.
Scotland's body language not looking great at the moment. They're all walking back in dribs and jabs.
Great line speed from Jarman Coleman. That looked messy. What's the referee saying? He's saying knock on. It was messy, and Jamaica have forced the ball here. Now then. Opportunity knocks.
Yeah, certainly. We'll be looking to take his chances here.
15 minutes to go on our league. Captivating International Rugby League fixture this. Jamaica and Scotland toe to toe, locking horns at Post Office Road, Featherstone. And it's Scotland defending for their lives. Their lead is being whittled away. Tomlinson halted in his tracks. Jaimel Coleman with Lawrence waiting. Flat ball to Golding. He was already met in traffic though as he received that ball. Coleman once again, he's got Isaac Fowler on his left shoulder, finds the scrum half. Can he conjure something? Oh, beautiful flat ball. Are they going to crash in again? Held up for the 3rd time this afternoon.
Nice shot pass there by Joel Fowler. I think they expect him to carry himself. And
Jacob Ogden was over but held up.
Yeah, lovely little offload.
Scotland hanging on at the moment.
We'll be looking to finish with a bit better kick than last time, I think, here, George.
Ogden and Coleman linking up. What's the play here? Oh, he delayed the pass too much and ran out of options, had to go on his own. This is going to be the last. Coleman's running into dummy half. All the options are on this right-hand side again. He's going to go on his own. And then the flat ball towards the post, and the big fella powers over. And they've scored on the last again. The chance seemed to have gone. They ran it on the last. What a rugby league. And Jamaica find a way back into the contest. 14 unanswered points with a kick to come.
Yeah, I think the Scotland defence were anticipating a kick-off. Isaac Fowler was down the short side, and Jamal Coleman just took it up, and nice little short ball to Jordan, and Jordan scored a nice try. I like his crossover tries as Jordan. He'll be pleased with that one.
Well, he showed the ball right. That was a lovely flat ball. Question of a forward pass, perhaps. The referee couldn't be in line because he had to go over, to go behind to see whether a try was going to be scored. So Andrade's try. This is going to be a 4-point game here.
Yeah, and last week I was made to eat my words. I think, like I said, the Jamaica boys will never give in, and we had a big chat about after the game about that, because we weren't quite pleased with his attitude towards the game last week. How we didn't quite dig in for each other. But today we're showing that grit that we normally do show every time we come together.
No mistake from the boot. A foul, 3 from 5. It's Jamaica 26, Scotland 30. It's 5 tries apiece. Just a couple of missed kicks the difference. And bags of time for Jamaica to go and win this one. So the in-stadium clock is showing 12 minutes to go. And at the moment, you would have to say Jamaica are favourites.
Yeah, the Jamaica boys definitely got the tails up and playing with loads of confidence.
Well, what a famous afternoon this could be for Jamaican Rugby League.
Yeah, certainly, but these are the games we want to play in. When we started all them years ago, this is what we were all aiming for, to play against teams like Scotland, and it's great to see it happening.
It's all Jamaica as Lawrence takes a drive. It's the last tackle. They're 40 away. And they go high from Farrell. Very narrow. There's an injured man. Golding takes it really well. Coleman, what's he going to do? It's still the last. They're going to run it, I think. Can Agoro get away? He's just going to take the tackle and turn the ball over.
I don't know what happened to Joe Farrell there in play.
Oh, he looked in a lot of discomfort. Time is called off. So 11 minutes to go. 4 points in it. 5 tries apiece. Been a fair few injury stoppages today. This is another one of them. But Scotland have been defending for half an hour. And we're going to have to find out what they've got left in the tank. There's 2 injured Jamaicans now. There's Agoro down as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, this is what we've seen so far. This was right at the start of the second half, and actually this is the difference between the sides at the moment. Ben Jones-Bishop couldn't read it in the sunshine, and Charlie Emsley helping himself to his second try on debut. But it's been one-way traffic from Jamaica since. Ben Jones-Bishop scored 2 tries. This was his second, bulldozing his way over. I think Mo Agoro is going to be all right. We're going to be back underway in a few seconds. And here we go. Ben Woodburn Hall is ready at marker. Mo Agoro's coming off, actually. Alex Brown is going to be brought on. He's taken up the position on the right wing. That was a great score from Joe Brown. But here we go, back live. The in-stadium clock is showing 11 minutes and 3 seconds. So ignore our rolling clock, a little bit more than 8 minutes, 7.5 minutes to go. And if you're a Bravehearts fan, you might be a little bit edgy at the moment because Jamaica have their tails up here. They are the better side at the moment, albeit they trail by 4. Captivating, compelling international rugby league. Almost an offload in the tackle. As Briley gets us flowing down this left-hand side. I think just one break could do it. One more Scotland try, you think, would probably do it. Jamaica just need to ride this mini Braveheart storm, because Scotland can strike from anywhere. But they're going backwards here. Looking for the gap. And then the offload. Briley will pick it up and dance into the line. 35 metres away. Last tackle. Addy off the outside of the right boot, looking into the sunshine again. Ben Jones-Bishop's put it to ground again. Oh dear. Big error. And they go back for the...
I think he took out in
there. Oh, he was taken out. That's a huge shout. Big call. Big call, because Scotland were lining up for a full set of 6 to win the match. And instead, the decision goes Jamaica's way. And they'll be able to clear up to halfway and have a full set of their own. And it's Joe Brown this time staying down. Doesn't look like any more than cramped to me. Oh, there's something on the left thigh as well. Who's taken the chance to stretch out the left leg, the right leg as well. So who's your money on last 10 minutes? Jamaica 26, Scotland 30, 5 tries apiece, nothing in it really. Only the kicking boot, the difference on the scoreboard. Jamaica have dominated this second half.
Yeah, we spoke about last week. We had a lot of wrongs that we want to make right, and the boys will be proud. I think we've done that today.
Can Jamaica turn pride in defeat into pride in victory? Euphoria and ecstasy that goes along with it. No great gain on the kick into touch, so they're only starting from here. A bit surprised by that. Here's the new boy, Alex Brown. Fresh legs, powerful first carry. 8.5 to go. Ashton Golding and Michael Lawrence have been linking up all afternoon. 2 tackles in, they're over halfway. Jamal Coleman to Ash Golding, and then Isaac Farrell, and Joel Farrell looks all right. Can Jamaica find another score? The big man's back on, Peltier. Dumped on his backside. Oh, the tackle count's been wiped clean. Full set of 6 as Golding steps twice. Goes towards the line, Ash Golding. This is the moment for Jamaica. They've got a full set from here. They might not need it. Powering over the line. The ball's come free and it's been knocked on. Oh no! Right at the start of the tackle count. Jamaica have knocked on and Scotland survive. Oh wow, that feels like a big moment.
Yeah, came very close to scoring. Did Ross trademark little drop-off move he does. He scored plenty of them ones over the years.
Oh, Peltier just went for it. He went early. He didn't have to. 7.5 to go. There's still time, but Scotland have got away with one there. Loose carry from Ross Peltier. Ash Golding's fuming. He knew that was it. He set up that field position. He's absolutely furious, is Ash Golding. Look at him barking to himself. That was the chance for Jamaica to win the game. But he needs to calm down because there's still plenty of time. 7.5 to go. And it's relentless. It's all Jamaica. Need to keep their head, not give away penalties here, Jamaica. Scotland still have a man receiving treatment in back play. What a contest this be. Give you a couple of minutes, Danny, to think about your Our League player of the match. We don't know who's won it yet. I mean, there's no obligation to pick a player from the winning team. It's regardless, really.
Yeah, not a problem, Judge.
But we'll maybe give it a couple of minutes before we select our League player of the match, but you can have a think about it now for the next couple of sets.
Yep.
Scotland looking to get out of deep water. They had a full set to defend on their line and Peltier knocked on. Now they can get themselves back up the field and knock at the door the other end. Of course, they don't have to score again, but they do have to preserve what they have. No surprise that the skipper's back on, Dale Ferguson. It's fallen away since he went off. Lachlan Walmsley on debut, flawless with the boot, 5 from 5 today.
It's been the difference so far, I think, George.
It has. 3 from 5 from Isaac Farrell, 5 from 5 from Lachlan Walmsley. Sam Luckley, the other big, bold plate in the middle pack with Dale Ferguson, takes the carry. It's last tackle, the one halfway. Needs a good kick. Addy goes for distance, but it's not great. It's going to be taken on the full. Over on the far side, and an opportunity for Jamaica, who had a loose carry they've copped up. Now that could be it. That's just what Jamaica didn't need. Scotland can put the game to bed here. Big, big error. But have they got... What's the referee saying here? She's saying go back to the first infringement and take it from there. Yeah, they'll play it from where the ball came free. So ignore the 80 minutes on your screen. We've got 6 minutes here on the stadium clock to go, and Jamaica have let a really good opportunity, I feel, go here. They had an opportunity to win it. Right on the line at the other end. Ross Peltier knocked on. Now they're defending their line, and Scotland can find a try of their own to win the match. They've been defending all half. They've got some key players back on and luckily driving towards the line. Ferguson, the skipper, might fancy this. He's at first receiver on the right. It's Liam Hood from dummy half. Hood bounces off a couple. Another Scotland try will win it. Luckily to Danny Addy. Short ball to Bell, who's been excellent. Ferguson steps out of the tackle. Good feet from the big man. Swamped, though, by Jamaican jerseys. It's the last tackle. 5 minutes to go. 4 points the difference. Hood to Bell. Lovely quick hands. Over to the far side. Scrambling defence to Jamaica, and they do survive. But they couldn't be in a worse position to get down the other end.
No, they've got plenty of yards. They need to make up field.
Oh, that will help. High shot. Oh, and it's that sin binning as well.
Yeah, James Bell to the sin bin.
10 minutes. So the last 4.5, Jamaica will have an extra man. Is it Dale Ferguson who's coming off for 10? It's Dale Ferguson, the captain, who's been sin binned for that shot. So that's the end of his game. Well, that's what they needed, but they need to get down the other end if they're going to win this. So 13 against 12 for the last 10 minutes. Dale Ferguson, a try and a sin bin today. Eventful afternoon for the Scotland captain. Under 4 minutes to go. Can Jamaica find a break to win this? A famous win it would be for the Reggae Warriors, as they grow as a rugby league nation. Ben Jones-Bishop, he's on a hat-trick. One of the key men in this Jamaica side. And he knows he and Ash Golding have to come to the fore now. Golding runs behind Joe Brown, and Lawrence as well getting involved. No real gain there with a couple to go. Coleman finds Golding again, looking to set something up. Runs out of options. And eventually, oh, good offload from Ash Golding. Now they come. Now they come with Ben Jones-Bishop straining up. Here goes Bishop towards the line. It's the last tackle. Is this the moment for Jamaica? It's an awful pass. But still, they have a chance down this near side. He's in!
Up it is.
Alex Brown off the bench to level the scores. They kept the ball alive. And what a moment for Jamaican Rugby League. And what a kick to come at 30-all. How are your nerves?
I think that try's been coming for a long time. We've showed some great flow in Rugby League today, and just kept the ball moving.
Well, it was an awful, messy pass.
Sometimes them passes go in your favour, though, and it shows there.
But he just backed himself and carried 3 blue shirts over the line and celebrated as if he'd won the World Cup. Now then, how about this? Couple of minutes to go, 30-all. and the kicking team being put down right on this touchline. He's kicked 3 from 5. I mean, it's literally on the whitewash. The wrong side for a right footer sweeping across the ball. This really is to win the match for Jamaica, you would say. From 20 points down. What a moment this could be. One big kick of a rugby league ball for Isaac Farrell on debut. Composes himself. Oh, he's giving it a go. Oh, and it just fades. It was online. It was online and it just falls short. And the Scotland players are asking the referee how long to go. 30 all. And you've not even picked your Our League player of the match yet.
Can we give it another minute?
Don't even know if we've got another minute to go. Scotland kick off. Have we got a winner? Go on, give us your Our League player of the match. We don't know who's going to win this game, but who's the standout performer? Danny, for you.
So I've been impressed with James Bell from Scotland there. I thought in the first half when he had the hands on the ball, he looked dangerous. If it were running or if he was passing, he looked dangerous, and he set up a try as well. Ferguson's been strong, obviously, just been sin bin, which hasn't been perfect for Scotland, but I'm going to go with Jamaica. I'm going to back Jamaica. I'm going to go with Ashton Golden. He's played out of position today at 13, and he's showed loads of energy and enthusiasm, and he's barked all day, and he's gone to 9, and he's showed that same energy, and he's back at 13 now.
And he takes a high one, but the referee says that's all right.
He's bounced off tackles all day, and he's kept on going, and he's took a few knocks as well, and yeah, I'm going to go with Ashton Golden.
So Ashton Golding is the Our League player of the match, wearing 13 for Jamaica, who kick on the last with Farrell. Is he taken out late? The referee says he's seen it, and he's not interested, so Scotland bring it back. Is there a match winner? What a game. Scotland scored 30 unanswered points. Jamaica have scored 20 unanswered points, both down the hill. Ashton Golding is the Our League player of the match for Jamaica. But can his side find a winner here? They've outscored Scotland 6 tries to 5. Only the kicking's been the difference. Last tackle. Does Briley want a drop goal? It's Briley for a drop goal. He's pulled it. Not one for the collection from Ryan Briley. But it's gone dead. Oh, the referee is saying drop out here. Did it touch a Jamaican hand?
I didn't see anything else. Let's look at the replay.
Must be indicating that's come off a Jamaican hand, and therefore it will be a dropout. So this will give Scotland the opportunity to set up another chance.
As Scott Morrell told him it came off a Jamaican hand.
I'm sure he probably has.
He likes talking to referees.
Here's Scotty Morrell, you can see in the foreground with the bleach. Can't be long to go here, the time's off. Scotland are going to get one last chance to break Jamaican hearts. There's your Our League player of the match, Ash Golding, playing loose forward today. Took an early knock round the head, stayed down for a lengthy period. He's got up and produced a man of the match display. As Jamaica drop out, and here comes Scotland, last chance saloon for the Bravehearts. This is set up for a Ryan Briley drop goal. Depends how long they've got left. Luckily, with a second carry. Hood, back in field, they're just driving up the middle for the field position with Ben Kavanagh. It's made for Briley, who's hanging right, but it's awful. It's gone behind Briley. And they've got out wide and right, and they've missed their opportunity, because that is the hooter. Briley was there. Briley was there to win it, and the pass went all the way behind him. I think some of the players are saying, are we carrying on for golden point?
I don't know, what's the shout?
I don't think we are. The handshakes between the players. Well, what a contest we've seen. Handshakes with the officials. Well, Briley was there to win it, and it was a loose pass, so he's furious. But a captivating afternoon of International Rugby League has finished all square. Jamaica 30, Scotland 30. What a game.
Yeah, very entertaining game, and could maybe say a game of 2 hours. Jamaica had a great start, but Scotland just looked a bit stronger for the last 20 of the first, and Jamaica's come out all guns blazing in the second, and they've played nearly a perfect 40 minutes.
Well, the players embracing some battered bodies, some tired bodies out there, as we take you through some of the highlights of the second half. It was a second half that started with a try for Scotland, but on the back of that it was all Jamaica. And this was it. Briley's high-hanging kick. Difficult one for Ben Jones-Bishop. Very clean take from Charlie Emsley, who scored 2 tries off the bench on debut. And that at the time gave Scotland a 30 points to 10 lead.
Yeah, and it wasn't looking right promising for Jamaica, but then they got the ball back in possession, and Ben Jones-Bishop finished his try well.
Yeah, he had a big game today, Ben Jones-Bishop. Slightly different position for him today as well. Okay, he played full-back last week, but he wasn't named there. But he slotted in and scored 2 tries there, and then 2 tries down the right wing were scored by Jamaica. Seguro setting up the field position. And then they went back to
Joe Brown.
Segoro's wing,
yeah.
and Brown forcing his way into the corner.
Yeah, lovely dive by Joe.
And the pressure kept coming. And again, just like that try, this was also on the last. As Coleman went through and then found the runner. And it was Andrade to power through the Scotland defence of Walker and Luckley. And then this was the leveller. Just a powerful finish from the substitute Alex Brown.
Yeah, Alex Brown showing great strength there, and he can finish a try.
And Jamaica had a very, very difficult touchline conversion to win it from 30 all. Ryan Briley then had a look at a drop goal from distance, and he was lined up in perfect position, only 25 metres out, on the hooter for the drop goal to win it, but he just didn't get the ball in his hands. So that's as far as we go, as the Jamaican players wind down and discuss what could have been, but ultimately they rescued it from 20 points down. Brilliant game of International Rugby League. I hope you've enjoyed it with us on our league this afternoon. The Rugby League World Cup next year will sparkle if we see action like this. Scotland and Jamaica are poor, the fans who've turned out in good number at Featherstone this afternoon. I'm sure you've enjoyed that as much as we have. Danny, it's been great to see you again.
Yeah,
thank you for your company over the last couple of weeks.
You're welcome.
And I'm sure we will cross paths again down the line. There's the player of the match, Ashton Golding. I'm sure Jamaica and Scotland will enjoy their post-match debrief. And they've given us a real spectacle this afternoon. Great to see International Rugby League back on the calendar, and great to see International Rugby League at Post Office Road. That's the tale of the tape this afternoon, and that's as far as we go on our league. Grateful for your company. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage this afternoon. 30 points apiece it's finished. Brilliant game between Jamaica and Scotland. And it's honours even, the spoils share. That's as far as we go at Featherstone from Danny Thomas and from me, George Riley. Enjoy your winter until we speak again, and we'll see you next time. We'll see you then. Goodbye.